I cannot. Hello, good evening. I cannot stand when someone calling names on someone channel on panel live. I can't. It's that. Very very lucius. Yeah, what's up? They have I was on Brooklyn Live, and then freaking girl named Kakamole, whatever his name is, talking shit on Brooklyn panel, and talking like, oh man, I cannot even. Oh, mm. You know, little buddy, I'm sad today. Not going today for the homeless. You was dead alive, huh? Huh? I can. Who's this lady? Hey, what's up, Derek? Who's? Yes. Mm-hmm. Talking shit about Brooklyn. Oh, I was mad. Oh, the freaking Gapamona lady, huh? She better come on my freaking channel, you know? Oh, it's a Brooklyn panel. I was up there and Mitch and her was getting one on one an argument, you know? You know? It's like you come somebody panel and start talking shit or the but you know, you be nice. Respect. Okay. What's up the person first? Hello. No, she wasn't joking. She could book it at all. He could fucking book it at all. You don't call somebody at all on their own channel, you know? I hope she doesn't come here. I hope not. Oh man, if she comes here, oh shoot, I will back your ass, you know? What's up, Angel? Yeah? Mm-hmm. Hey, what's up, Kesha 50? She better she's afraid to come over here. Tats, very afraid. She knows, you know? Oh my god. No, that chick was not even funny. That chick wasn't a yeah, I know. I know. You know I was pissed off over the STC. That's why I went out. That's why. She comes here, you know? Yeah. Good thing is gonna come here. Our ban our banner ass. You know? Don't give me that internet, Angel. I think she's afraid to come here. Because you know what? Because I'm a good looking, my channel is better. She knows I have good mods. I will back your butt, you know? Can't believe that. When somebody comes in your panel, you don't call them at all if you don't know the person at all. Get the facts first before you say something, you know? It looks tats. Let me tell you a story. In the beginning, I didn't have tats. I thought tats was a told, you know? I said to myself, who the heck think he is, tats, making fun of the tours, you know? Well, I was asking one of the auditors, oh no, he said he doesn't like tours, you know? And it's like STC at first I didn't like him because I thought he was an idiot, you know, but again I like him, you know? Me, I I don't like myself. Mm-hmm. Yep. Yeah, certain point of joking. Mm-hmm. No, Brooklyn artists. Oh, hell no, not here, Derek. Oh no, no. She be bad. I would ban it, but yeah, I'm a snitch. Remember that? I'm a snitch. What's up? Easy. I'm doing good. I'm doing good. I'm doing good. That's why when I get mad, I like to be live. You know? Oh, wow. I'm gonna be the only one. Man, Brooklyn chat goes so fast. Very hard to keep up. You know? Hey, Brooklyn, if you hear me there, I always got your back, bro. Always got your back. You got mine, I got yours. Hmm.
Hey, Greg.
Yeah. I don't know.
How's every little thing?
Oh, good.
Yeah, she wasn't a great person
I
to have
never
a
heard of her
conversation with,
before.
and it just got really full of crap. Like I just couldn't hang. Maybe it's just because I'm an old man and
No, no, it's not horse. Brooklyn in.
I just don't get into that sort of conversation. I
If
have a
I
bit of
said
a
something wrong, if I call a name to a
right,
woman, I will regret that. And
right.
I don't want that because it's a Brooklyn chat. You know?
I mean, I'm no angel, and I have funny conversations every so often, but it just was too many people saying
Yeah,
too
but
many
who
weird
she think
things.
he is doesn't know anybody like that. Hey, what's up,
Yeah.
sweet? What's up, Nancy D? What's up,
But I will
honey?
say that I can tell why she's a follower of Fraud at Wrangler because she's really not that smart.
Oh, that's why I saw her.
Yeah,
Ah, now I
yeah,
know.
yeah,
I see her
yeah,
face to place. Now
yeah.
I
She's
know.
been yeah, she was there a bunch. I think she's since left that channel. But shoot,
Got the word.
they're not really that smart of a bunch of people. To be honest with you, they're just not smart.
I'm surprised when it comes to my freaking panel. Uh, you know? Remember,
Yeah,
she's
it's all
afraid of
good.
me.
It's all good, man. You're a good guy, Greg, and I don't think that you would even you wouldn't have her
Oh,
on here
no.
very
I will
long.
block you. I will kick him out.
Yeah, yeah. You don't need that here. You know what I mean? See, that's when I'm not into that's the side of Brooklyn's personality that I'm not into. But it's okay. That's his business. That's the way he wants things, and that's fine. I'm just not into that side of it. You know what I mean?
You know,
I mean, he was having fun
there's
on his
something
channel, teach his own. You know.
you Brooklyn with me because he knows I was going to say something. You know,
Right. Yeah.
you know
Yeah, it's
he
all
don't have a
good.
temper. You know, and that's what he moved
Oh, I
me.
know he
You
does.
know,
Yeah, he has a temper. But I don't, you know, I didn't feel like getting involved in all that
I'll be
crap because
back.
it just was,
I don't know what to eat.
it was pretty disgusting in my opinion. Where are the Hardy Boys and Nancy Drew? Yeah, I remember them, Nancy Drew and the Hardy Boys.
I didn't eat no peppers either. Yeah.
So a decent show. It was a decent show. You know. You know what I was a fan of when I was a kid? I was a fan of Chips Patrol when I was a kid, like really young. I used to watch Chips Patrol all the damn time. It was always kind of funny how they started off with like a truck dragging a chain, and then all of a sudden some dude shaving in his car, and somebody got hooked by the chain. You know, it's always kind of a weird show. But I just don't do
Maybe I'm
well
gonna
on channels.
maybe I'm gonna order McDonald's today.
Well, yeah, get one of those Chapel burgers, like I was telling you. You
Oh,
should try that.
I'm down.
Get an
Hey,
apple
what's up,
pie.
the person?
Get an apple pie and a McDouble, and then put those together, and put the McDouble, the apple pie in the McDouble, and try it. It's pretty good. It's called a Chapel burger. What's up, Pastafist?
What's up?
Just sitting here not hitting anything.
Yeah, oh, that's good. Nothing wrong with not hitting something.
Yeah, I mean, it's been an interesting day. I was actually on a live stream earlier with Vegas VIPs, Vegas
Oh, that's
VIPs.
cool.
Yeah. What was the coolest part about it is he kept showing my videos. I was like, yeah, 7 cents. Every time a commercial showed, I was like making 7 pennies.
Nothing wrong with that.
Yeah. No, that's YouTube, man.
Yeah. What's up? What's up, K Ford?
Not a whole lot.
Yeah, no, I'm having one of those nights too. I made that little video just because I was bored, and that one that I just made.
No, that actually would be a good site to do. Honestly.
What site?
Fake,
fake veterans
mingle and catch all these stolen valor people on there.
Yeah, fake vets mingle. Fake. Yeah.
That would be a good video. It would be good.
You like that, Greg? You thought it was funny?
I thought it was fantastic myself, and I've been accused of stolen valor because I wear a damn camouflage hat when I film.
Well, what's that got to do with anything?
Where do you see any army insignias? Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, anybody can have a hat. Yeah. I'm not wearing medals and claiming I did anything.
If you wear a shirt that even says Army on it, I mean, a lot of people have like relatives in the military. They want to support them, and I mean, there's nothing wrong with that.
That
Mothers,
just pisses me off.
fathers, and stuff like that. That don't bother me.
If you don't know what stolen valor is, don't say nothing until you look it up before.
Yeah, you just gotta look at it.
People do that, you know. If you don't know, don't say nothing.
But I don't have a problem with what I mean. A lot of people hunt. A lot of people hunt and wearing camouflage, and a lot of people just wear old military uniforms because they're very comfortable. The old BDUs are some of the most comfortable pants you ever worn in your life.
And no kidding. I was in the military. I mean, but it wasn't that long.
Right.
I'm not going to lie about anything. But
did something happen in there, or did you get hurt or something, or?
Actually, I broke a window when I was like 12 and messed up my tendons in my right arm. So when I was doing push-ups and basic training, I couldn't straighten my fingers out, and they
Oh,
kicked me
I
out.
understand. Yeah.
So, front leaning rest, you got to have your fingers extended.
Right.
And I couldn't do that. So
yeah,
2 weeks
they didn't
active
catch that
duty.
physical.
They saw it in the physical, but in the 80s, they didn't care. They were getting big bonuses for pushing people through, whether they could make it or not.
Right.
It was a numbers game. And, I did 2 weeks active duty, 2 weeks inactive duty. I painted Foot Lockers and watched The Last Dragon.
Yeah. Well, I mean, hey, look, man, like I said in one of my videos, I mean, I have every respect in the world for a guy like you that gave it a shot and it just didn't work out for, a medical reason or whatever reason it was. That doesn't say anything or reflect bad on somebody if they don't make it through basic training. I mean, there's plenty of people that try and for a lot of different reasons don't make it through, I was actually surprised on how many people don't make it. When I first went in, I didn't realize how lucky you are to even make it through all of that. It's a lot of luck involved too. And
I saw people in basic training that I knew they would not last. I could have gone through it easily.
Right.
I was a martial artist at the time.
Sure.
I'm breaking boards and bricks and doing spinning back kicks and all this crazy shit. And I'm just going to go to the army and get kicked out because I can't do my push-ups right.
Well, Nancy, I will say this. There's a lot of kids that like to go, like a lot of teenagers that are thinking about going in the military that wear army hats. And a lot of times I'll see somebody in wearing an army hat and I'll say, oh, were you in the military? Because I don't usually assume that somebody was in the military unless there was like a unit on the hat, like, a division or something like that. But if it just says army on it, some people just like the army, I don't have a problem with that.
There's a bunch of army hats back from NASCAR days.
Yeah. I don't have a problem with all that. I think that's fine.
I mean, I like wearing the BDUs, DCUs, ACUs.
Right.
They're comfortable. Plus, I like the pockets.
Right. Yeah. That's no problem with that. As long as you're not claiming anything, I mean, shit. I wear a lot of military T-shirts and stuff that I was actually in, but I wear, like, I have one shirt that my son bought me. It says "They Call Me Doc" on it, which is a nice shirt. I like that one a lot. And I wear an army hat a lot, and I wear a what people call it a bucket hat, but in the army they're called boonie hats. I wear a boonie hat a lot. But yeah, I mean, some of that stuff's just, you wanted Air Force.
I can understand if you're like patching up and everything and trying to act like you're a soldier. Yeah,
right. That's different. Yeah.
Wear the stuff. If it was illegal to wear, then why do we have army surplus stores?
Oh no, you can wear any of that. Yeah, all of that. I mean, and more. I mean, I don't have a problem with anybody wearing the uniform as long as you're not like claiming that you were in or were not. You wanted to go in the Air Force, Abe. What happened there, man? You care to say?
You mean my wife?
No, Honest Abe there, he was saying that he wanted to go in the Air Force, but something may have occurred. I mean, hey, look, I was lucky to make it through myself. I mean, it was no easy task. It wasn't exactly a gimme. I'll tell you a scary thing. When I was going through medic training, they gave you 2 times to pass a test in AIT from being a medic. And if you failed a test, a written test especially, they would give you 15 minutes to restudy for whatever questions you missed. And then you had to take it immediately after. If you did not pass, you were either recycled, which means that you're put back to the beginning of the class, or they'll cycle you out. They'll discharge you. So I was scared to death of that happening. There was only one test that I failed one time, and then I passed it the second time. But other than that, it's scary. You got all because they kept threatening us with different schools that we didn't want. You're going to be a cook. You're going to be a infantry guy. You're going to be actually in. So I wanted to be a medic, and that's why I was nervous about it. Every time I took a test, my instructors were gold, though. They were great instructors.
I was told I could choose any MOS I wanted because of my
I was
test
told
scores,
the same thing.
and I chose food service specialist.
Right.
Food service specialist.
Right. That's
Let me make your potatoes.
Yeah. And there's no problem being a cook. I think being a cook is an excellent job in the military. I have no problem with that. I loved my cooks in the military. They always did a great job.
Just as long as you don't believe it's anything like Steven Seagal.
Oh no, cooks, but cooks in the military, man. Some of the worst injuries I ever saw in the military were from cooks burning themselves and scalding themselves, and some terrible burns, man, and a lot of terrible lacerations and cuts that they had. I mean, trust me, they bleed a lot too. They do their thing. I mean, terrible stuff.
Oh yeah.
Oh, another thing, if anybody's thinking about joining, don't go pick up a criminal charge while doing it.
Yeah, I don't do
Because
that.
a lot of misdemeanors that are state are automatic felonies for the military.
Right.
Oh wow.
Yeah, you gotta have your nose clean. You gotta make your nose clean.
Yeah, I was supposed to go retake the ASVAB test, go in through delay entry, end up getting a misdemeanor arson charge, and nope.
Yeah, I did all that. I was delayed entry program for about a year, and then I joined as soon as I got in. I started in July, basic training in July, and I graduated in October. And then I went through AIT around October, and then I think we graduated somewhere around November or January of AIT, and then I was assigned to a unit, and I went to that unit. So I'm just glad that I didn't go where everybody else was going. Everybody else was getting orders to go to Korea, and I heard I don't like cold weather that much, and everybody kept saying, "Oh man, cold RIA," and I was like, "Oh God, I'm going to get cold RIA." In hindsight, I wouldn't have mind Korea probably because it was just another place that I would like to see, But,
sorry to hear about that, honest Abe.
What's that? Killed an yeah, man. KIA. Yep. Sorry about that, buddy. I mean, I've lost a lot of buddies. You know what I mean? And I miss them every day, every single day. And as their medic, part of my problem is I have a lot of survivor's guilt because a lot of times as a medic, when I hear somebody that was in another unit or not under my care still, I feel like, man, if I was only there for them, if I was only there, they might have survived, So I beat myself up a little, even though I know that's not my fault. It's still a ghost in my head sometimes when I think about it. I wish I could have been there.
My brother did 18 years in the Army, and he did spend 18 months in Iraq as a gunner on a convoy. He was a truck driver and a gunner carrying a saw. Everybody in his I don't know if they're platoons or divisions, whatever they travel in, how it works. But they all came back, thank God.
Yeah,
I'm really trying to help him build his channel here.
Who is
he? He's Caveman's Cam.
Oh yeah, I've seen them. Yeah, I've seen him around.
No, you're probably thinking about Cammed Up Caveman.
Oh yeah, I am. Yeah.
Cammed Up Caveman's different guy. He lives in Florida. My brother is Caveman's, like Caveman apostrophe S Cam, and he started off doing audits with me, and now he's just he posts his videos like he raises rabbits and has a garden, does travel videos, expedited deliveries, hotel reviews, things like that, fishing videos, cooking videos. He's all over the place.
Hey, hats off to Sergeant Blake, man. He's an American hero in my opinion, and his name should be on the mouth and the lips of every American in the United States over any NFL player, baseball player, soccer player, whatever, I think that Sergeant Blake Evans should definitely be heralded as the hero that he was.
Mm-hmm.
You know, yeah, he should be laying in state under the rotunda like all the stupid politicians get treated. You never see veterans get laid out like that and respected and mourned by everybody in America. And I believe that that's how it should be.
I mean, Dwight D. Eisenhower was a vet, and
well, yeah. Well, I believe that every president should have been a veteran. To be honest with you, you should be able to send. If you should be able to send somebody to combat, then you should be able to put your ass on the line at least one time.
And these politicians should have to send their kids.
Right, I agree.
Or at least put them through there. If they make it, they make it. If they don't, at least they tried.
I mean, there's a part of me that would like to see mandatory 2 years of service in this country, but at the same time, I don't want the military to be a petri dish for everybody's social ills, which they tend to be. So they test a lot of the social problems in society on the military because the military is an enclosed, controlled experiment. And so they can force anything upon you that they want.
And I got a question for you, Tats.
Yeah.
You might know this. I was reading through like the nationalization process that if you serve in the military for like 2 years and get out, it fast tracks citizenship.
Yeah, that's true. I served with a lot of folks from Jamaica that were doing that thing. Yeah.
Yeah, good thing we have an open border.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I think honestly, if they want to keep the border open, they should make them have to join the military.
Another thing that I didn't realize before I went in the military is how many other countries train in our schools. Like I had a guy from Thailand in my medic class that was going through AIT right along with me, but he was not a member of the United States Army. He was a Thai soldier. Very good guy. And so there's a lot of cross training that goes on in our military that most people don't know about. But yeah, it happens. I mean, we trained. I've trained with.
That's my senior pick there, and
oh yeah, that's cool.
Yeah, senior and basic training.
Yeah, I remember they told me not to smile in my basic training pictures. They told me if I smiled, they would smoke my ass in the.
I'm not smiling.
Yeah, they told me not to smile. And I remember the uniform, and I don't know that looks similar to it was the green uniform, right?
Yeah, that was a uniform we had. Clip-on time. That was 1986.
Yeah, we had a that wasn't even an actual uniform they put us in for basic training photos. It was just like a half of a shirt and
half a shirt, a clip-on tie.
Yeah. I thought that was a little crappy, but oh well.
I think it was right after you got 3 shots.
Yeah, my hat didn't fit right.
Those guns that they shoot your arm with 15 different whatever they're putting in your body. I
would have been one of those guys giving you those shots, but I never I never worked in one of those training units, so I never did that. I did vaccinate anytime we deployed anywhere. If anybody wants to call me an expert shot in any kind of weapon, it would be the syringe. Or the 18 gauge needle or 16 gauge needle for IVs. I'm an expert in shooting getting your vein with an IV. I can hit a vein at nighttime in the rain with no flashlight. I mean, because we weren't allowed to use flashlights. So I'm very good at hitting a vein with an IV needle or very good at that kind of thing. And in all kinds of conditions, weather conditions. And the way I knew I got a stick, I literally felt the warm blood on my hand. That's how I knew I got the stick a lot of times at nighttime.
I hate needles, but I donated plasma for 24 years.
Yeah, needles don't bother me, man. Look, we go through just in AIT alone, we go through a week they call I can't remember they called it they had a name for it, but it was like Needle Week or something like that. We all looked like freaking heroin addicts because of course we were the guinea pigs. I mean, we practiced on each other, and I had tracks all up and down my damn arm from shit, you know. Yeah, and we also had the little nylon arms that we try to, you know, but those kind of are cheating because they already have marks in them, and all you got to do is poke one of those holes and you're fine. So, but you just got to remember, bevel up, and go in at a very shallow angle, and you should be good. Aim for the antecubital fossa, which is the right in the crook of the elbow there. That's one of the best veins to go for. And yeah, there you go.
Yeah, I still have scars from donating plasma.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, but I'm deferred now. I had blood clots, so I can't go back.
Sorry, you taking Coumadin or something?
Hey, John.
I
got forms 15 steps now.
Yeah, congrats, man.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Oh, I can stream this to my audience.
Yeah, you could.
Yeah,
I am.
Gregory's always looking for a little advertisement, which is good, man.
Yeah, I don't want people to stream. It's good for both channels, you know.
You know, I'll tell you a scary story that helped me right out of training. Oh my God, I can't believe I even to this day I can't believe this happened. But we were out on my very, very first training exercise in the Army, and it was just me and a brand new medic that we both went through training together, and we were both ended up in the same unit together. And we had a dehydrated infantry soldier that we were supposed to stick with an IV. Well, we all knew how to do it and everything, but I told the guy that I was working with that, okay, I'll get the stick and then we'll tape it down, and then you make sure you prepare the IV, and then we'll just hook the tube up and, you know, do it all like that. Well, before you start an IV, you're supposed to flush the tube all the way out with, you know, if you're using D5W or lactated ringers or normal saline, whatever, and you're supposed to flush that entire tubing out before you plug it into the catheter and start the IV, just to flush it from the air, you know, all the air that's in the tube. And without knowing it, the guy handed me the fucking tubing, and I plugged it right in, and I dialed the bag for full on drip, and I watched an entire tube of air go right into the dude's body. Right, like it just went whoop right through. And I was like, and I looked at the PA, which was standing pretty close by, and I said, "Sir, I don't know how to tell you this, but I think we just killed this guy." And I did not know this, but at the time, what he told me was, I was so relieved. I thought I was going to Leavenworth immediately. On my first fucking person that I was really given an IV to in a real world situation. And he told me that because this person is in very good shape, and because they're so young, your blood has the capability of absorbing up to 30 cc's of air before it even hits anything vital. So that was scary, but it was no problem. It didn't kill anybody. So the movies where they show you the little tiny somebody injects somebody with a little tiny bubble and it kills them, that's not true. That would never happen unless that person's in really bad shape. A little embolism, air embolism. So those little bubbles don't mean shit.
Well, movies don't mean shit.
Oh, I know.
I mean,
but
I've been in a few movies. I was a film student and care about reality.
Sure. No, I know
that. When I played a homicide detective in a movie, and I was shooting people through walls and through corners of walls. And that was probably the most awesome thing, because in movies you can't shoot through walls. So,
yeah. Well, no.
Sean, live here.
At the time, you know, growing up, that's all I saw in the movies is, you know, that little bubble's going to kill this guy, you know. So they didn't tell me that in training. They always had us flick the syringe and make sure all the air is out of it, make sure you flush the line, make sure all the air is out of it. So I just naturally assumed. They never said anything about how much air somebody could take before killing them. I just naturally assumed that that's what would kill them. And my butt was puckered pretty good when I saw that air go all the way through there. And I was like, oh, shit. And of course, I knew that the guy that was supposed to bleed the line wouldn't own up to it, of course, and so we would both go to fucking prison for that. But as luck would have it, none of that's true. So I learned something my very first fucking day doing that, That was a little scary, though, I'll tell you that. He said, "Oh, just watch him, make sure he's okay," and he was, no problems. Yeah. Gregory, have you ever had an IV?
Oh, yes.
You have? Okay.
Yeah. What happened my seizures?
Oh, yeah? They give you an IV, hook you up with
Yeah.
that? Mm-hmm.
Yeah, for the 19.
Yeah. I know, Nancy. I was lucky. I don't know how lucky I was. Lucky him, too, yeah. I almost sent him to Jesus. Yep. Or at least in my eyes, at the time. It's scary when you have something like that. When you're you're making some medical decisions about somebody's life, and if you make the wrong decision, it can cost their life. It's a pretty scary proposition sometimes, whether or not you do this or that, and can make the difference between life and death. So, it's a little nerve-wracking sometimes. But the one thing you have to come to terms with, as anybody would in the medical field like that, is that sometimes people are just going to die no matter what you do or no matter what you try. And even if you do everything right, they can still die, and there's not a whole lot can be done, So that's just how you got to reconcile it in your head. If not, you'll go crazy with it, because you can beat yourself up after a scenario happening. Somebody, a lot of stuff going on around you, and you're trying to do your best you can, and you may have thought that you missed something, and you go back in your head and you run it through your brain a million times. You just can't do that, or you'll drive yourself crazy. Gregory, what are you doing, Gregory? Are you eating something right now? Are you eating a chapel burger?
No, that's reading the chat.
Reading the chat, yeah.
And listen, you guys talking.
Gregory, I bet you made some really good grades in school, didn't you?
Nah.
No, I thought you were a good student. I thought you would be a good student in school. You seem very, you're very,
Nah, I play hooky all the time.
Well, I mean, look, I'll tell you something that is my Achilles heel, and it's always haunted me all my life. I am a terrible, and you may have noticed a couple times, I am a terrible speller. My spelling absolutely positively
You don't know that.
Oh yeah, my spelling is
yep,
is questionable to say the least. And it's always been a problem for me. It's not that I'm stupid. They say that the last IQ test that I took, which was in school, they said my IQ was 127. I don't know if that's great or not, but that's what my IQ score was. So,
my IQ it was 210.
What is it? 1210?
Yeah, 210.
I think it's better than
my spelling's terrible. My spelling is absolutely terrible, and so is my math. I think they're two related. I think they occupy the same part of your brain. I think spelling and math are related. So, I think that they're, as a kid, I'll even share this with you. As a kid, I was told at a very young age that I had a learning disability. And they put me through all these different tests and all these different schools. They thought that I was going to have they thought I had dyslexia and all these different things. And that could be developmental wise why I never learned to spell very well. I can read anything and you know, I can understand and retain information very well, but my spelling, for some reason, I just sucked at spelling really bad. And that always plagued me. That made me feel lesser than most people when it came to writing stuff down, like taking notes. I sucked at that because I wrote slower than everyone else because I had to look at every single letter every single time to write down the notes that were on the board. And by the time I was getting halfway through, the damn teacher would be erasing them bitches and starting some new notes on the board. And I was like, great. I sucked at that, you know. But in the military, I started to learn. I started to learn in the military that it didn't matter as long as I took the notes and I understood them. That's all that mattered. It didn't matter if I spelled everything correctly. As long as I could retain the information by taking the notes, then I was good to go. It didn't matter, you know, at the time. So that's what I learned to do. I called it my own shorthand. You know, it worked for me. But I will tell you, Gregory, because people were telling me, you know, at a very young age, it wasn't until middle school that I decided that I wasn't going to let people define who I was. People, you know, told me all kinds of things was wrong with me, and I wasn't good enough for a lot of things, and I was not as smart as everybody else. And I knew that I was smarter than that they were saying. I just think that I had a different way of learning than was conventional. You know, I was an unconventional learner. I didn't learn in conventional ways that worked for most people. I learned in my own way. So I think that people make the mistake of saying that someone has a learning disability because the shoe size that they're trying to fit on everybody doesn't happen to fit on your feet. Doesn't mean that you're stupid. It means that you just happen to learn and look at things a different way. And I hate that they think education one size fits all, because it doesn't. I think that everybody has a lot of different variants on how they learn. And so it's sad. It's sad because I grew up really believing a lot of that bullshit that they were telling me. I really did. I bought into it for years and years and years. And then finally I started to realize that, no, I'm really not stupid. And I just did what I could to make it through, and I did. So, I mean, my biggest motivator was going in the military because I struggled in school. I'm not going to lie. I struggled because of my spelling sucked and my note taking sucked. And I was always concentrating on writing everything perfectly. And I was really slow at writing. So I struggled through school that way. And then, but the military motivated me because I saw a goal to obtain that I really wanted to do. So I started really, 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 like, I was trying before, but I wasn't really trying as to my full potential until that started happening, you know. And once that happened, there was no stopping me. I had to pass everything, and I did. You know, I wasn't the top of my class, but I always tell people I graduated with dishonors. but I graduated. Doesn't fucking matter now, does it? I graduated.
Yep.
Did you graduate, Greg? Did you graduate all the way through?
Yep.
Oh, that's
Yep.
good, man. Congrats.
Yep.
Congratulations. That's an accomplishment
And
by itself.
It was good in high school. You only
That's
work,
good, man.
you only go to school for 4 hours.
I'll tell you another thing that motivated me was sports. I played a lot of sports in school, so that really helped me a lot to motivate me to stay in at least in good standing enough to pass, to be able to play in sports. You know, I wrestled and I ran track and I ran cross country. That's what I did in school. So I did all the unpopular
They
sports.
tried to recruit me to the wrestling team and track team, but I was in martial arts, so I didn't care, and I had a job when I was 12. So
Yeah, no, I mean, you know,
I just
life.
had different things I wanted to do. Learn how to fight and make money.
Sure, I get it, man.
Made
I
sense.
get it. Yeah, I mean, everybody has their passions in life and what they want to do, and for me at the time,
My
actually,
brother played soccer.
oh, that's cool. Did he end up going pro or?
Right, man, what's
Yeah,
up?
I recorded some soccer players today, actually, at the University of Akron,
Oh, that's cool,
and
man.
talked about how when he was in high school,
Yeah.
they were having a game and they got kicked in the face and they busted out a few of his teeth and it broke his jaw. Um, so there was a big fight um, on the soccer field. That
Now, what type of martial arts did you study?
mostly Taekwondo, but I got into
Okay.
Aikido, Jiu Jitsu, Kung Fu,
Okay.
boxed for a little while.
Yeah, when I was a kid, that was one of my dreams to be a black belt in something, but I never accomplished that. There is somebody in my family that did in Taekwondo, but in my immediate family, but um, and very proud of them for that. You know, it's an
But we
accomplishment.
had something weird go on. I was training 7 days a week during my, well, this was from 1987 to 88, because I was training to get my black belt and then compete at the Battle of Columbus in Ohio, and that's where they held they were holding the Olympic trials for the Taekwondo Ohio Olympic Taekwondo team. So
Oh, that's
I
cool.
would have been trying out for that team, and, and my master instructor for somehow got us banned, and we won most of the tournaments 3 years prior. Yeah, just crazy.
I tried
That kind of took a little bit of wind out of my sails.
I tried Taekwondo in my 30s one time, and I got up to gold belt, and I got into my first tournament. And of course, you know, being a little older and stuff like that, they didn't really have a lot of people that might have been in your weight class or
Yeah,
whatever. And so they put me up against this dude.
I became a pro boxer at 35.
Oh, really? Oh, that's cool. Yeah, boxing. I love boxing. I love watching boxing. My favorite boxer was George Foreman. I was always a big George Foreman guy. Loved him, boxer. But no, I did pretty good in that tournament. The first guy I fought, he was faster and lighter than I was, so he scored the points quicker than I could. But then I got in there with this big dude, and I don't even know that he could get his legs higher than his waist, and I got a couple because the headshots were 2 points if I remember right, and I think I can't remember how many points I had to score, but
I'll be right back.
I was usually pretty good at hitting the head, and I got those, so that I won that one. So that was the only tournament that I ever did.
Usually it was 3.
Yeah, I can't remember.
Vegas is saying something here. It's like fight and make 50 something rounds. Like what?
50 rounds. 50 rounds of what? that'd be a bitch. Of anything. 50 rounds of anything.
What did he say? Oh, fight and make sounds like Dana White. Okay, that Vegas Vips. Can I share that? No, I can ban the user though, but I don't want to do that to Vegas. He's a cool guy.
50 rounds. Oof. Now, I remember boxing used to be like 15 rounds at one point.
No, I didn't say 50 rounds. I was trying to read something I could barely read. And then I looked at it on my big monitor and understood what it said. It says make money, sounds, and sounds, not rounds. And it looked like make the money, the dollar sign in a question mark. Looked
sure
on a tiny screen without my reading glasses. Or yeah. Because I'm streaming on my channel too. So I've got chats that are shooting up in my channel, and then there's like 10 in the way for me to find it on here.
By the way, in Taekwondo, my favorite kick was the jumping front snap kick.
And Brandon Mitchell came in with a $4 super sticker.
Oh, that's awesome. I heard that Brandon Mitchell was hidden from my channel, but I didn't see it happen.
Sorry about that.
I wasn't trying. So if Brandon, if you're blocked from my channel, I didn't do that. I don't know who may have done it, but I will look into that. And if you were, that wasn't me. So I don't know who did it. But somebody told me that you might have been hidden on my channel.
What kind of stuff? What's your channel about?
Who, me?
Tats.
Oh, I'm so famous. I'm surprised you don't know. No. Well, it's supposed to be. It's supposed to be about the anti-auditor. So what I try to do is I try to be the opposite voice of what they say, because I believe that they put out a lot of misinformation and a lot of people buy into it. And once you have misinformation passed along, then it becomes fact for a lot of people. And so part of what I try to do, just because I admired auditors and what they did, I wanted to help in some way. I can't audit because of health reasons, but I really wanted to do something that could help. So I wanted to rebut and refute what they were saying. And I'm finding that to be pretty damn easy, seeing how they never really debunk anything and they never have any kind of fact. So it's just a bunch of name calling. And that's about all it boils down to. They don't really have anything that backs what they say from what I can see. And I always tell people, if you can tell me that I'm wrong in this video, I will take this video down. I've taken some videos down that I might have been wrong in, or if there's, because I pride myself in being correct. So if somebody finds something wrong,
I might be subscribed. I don't know.
Well, it's called Troll Auditing the Trolls is my channel. So that's part of what I.
Well, okay. I'm subscribed.
Yeah, that's what I do. And but lately it's been about Fraud at Wrangler. Because I'm a veteran and I'm pretty passionate about people not stealing valor from, especially my brothers and sisters who died in combat.
You got the Abe Lincoln.
Yeah, that's me. Yeah.
I'm subscribed to your channel. I love it.
Yeah, I appreciate that.
Thanks, man. I appreciate that, because I am an auditor and I hate those fucking idiots. Excuse me.
Yeah, I just try to do that. And I try to do what I can. Where I got the Honest Abe thing was from a guy named STC Media. He's on here sometimes in chat and whatnot. Very good guy. And what I used to do, and I still do, is if I see an audit that I think that I can send an email out or make a phone call, I'll do that in support of the auditor. And I'm not bragging or anything, but my emails are very good at trying to convince certain people that what they did in the audit was wrong, like a city official or whatever. And I don't curse or I don't make any threats or anything like that. I do it the way I think an auditor would want me to do it, because if I threaten somebody, all it does is undo everything the auditor did. So I had some really good emails and I used to send them on behalf of STC. And I would every time I sent one, though, I would always post it up on the auditor's page so they can see that there's somebody, at least one person out there that is sending emails that actually cares about what they're doing. And STC said, man, every time I read your emails, I imagine that Abraham Lincoln is reading, saying the things that you're saying for some reason, you know, and you're so good at explaining things and this and that. So he goes, man, I'm going to just start calling you Honest Abe. So that kind of stuck. And so that's why I did that. And since then, actually, I've been a very big fan of Abraham Lincoln. He was an amazing, his philosophy on a lot of things is amazing. If you start digging into it, very, very interesting guy.
Oh yeah. I've read a lot of books on like some of those people that call me a frauditor like to say when I get arrested, you know, for filming in a library after being assaulted by everybody in there. You know, whatever.
Yeah. Well, I also do another thing called Tats Constructive Commentary Corner. I started at the request of one of my, and I don't even remember who did. Somebody suggested that I start critiquing audit videos, and I was like, well, I'm not an auditor. I don't feel like that's my place. But then I started thinking, if I'm supporting something and I'm the consumer of a video, maybe I should have a little bit of a say-so of what I would like to see in the audit videos, because I'm one of the ones who watches them. So why not say, hey, I'm not going to like say you need to do this and you have to do this. I'm just going to make suggestions of what I would like to see. So I do that on occasion as well. If I see something, I don't mind. And I've had people take offense at some of the things that I say about it, but it's just my opinion. It's like anybody else's opinion. It's about as worth as much too, you know? So take it for what it is. If you don't like my opinion, then you don't have to take it. You don't have to take the advice. I just say my main thing that I say for auditors,
I don't have to care, you know.
Yeah, nobody has to care. I mean, it's just one guy's opinion. My main critique for most auditors is, I want to know where you're at. So I want to know in the beginning of the video where you're at and when you were there. So that way, when I send an email, if I'm trying to support you, I can say, this is the day that it happened, this is when it happened, and this is where it happened. So who, what, where, and when. And then I want to know, I think that's a lot of it. And then I want to see the results of what you may have done. So if you did a FOIA request, I would like to see maybe some of it. You don't have to show all of it, but just some of it. Like what happened afterwards? Why did you do the FOIA request if you're not going to show it to anybody? So I think that's, and I know that comes sometimes after the video, you post it, but later on you say, okay, well, this video is corresponding with this information that I requested in this video. And it would be interesting because I'm interested in that, so, just things like that. That's basically what I say.
I've been doing auditing for a little over a year now. And,
right.
One thing I noticed is that there's no they don't give out a handbook when you become an auditor.
Right.
You just kind of watch other auditors do their videos and learn a little bit about the laws. But it takes time to do things. And right now, my computer died. I'm trying to source the parts to fix it.
Right.
Editing is not happening. There's absolutely using YouTube editing. Oh my God. I just don't have the time, the patience.
I recommend.
Mediocre.
Clipchamp is one that I recommend for editing. That one takes a large formatted video, like a lot of. It will download it, and you don't even have to put it on your computer. You can just download it directly from the internet or whatever, and it goes right. It's a website, so it goes onto their servers and stuff. And then the other one that I like to use for my art and my editing and stuff like that, and I don't mind sharing it now. I used to be secretive about it, but it's really not a secret. Canva. I use Canva, And Canva has a lot of, like, if you want to make logos, if you want to do, if you want music added, if you want to do an intro, they have a lot of raw footage, and that's exactly what I use for my videos. I'm not really, I would like to be able to animate a little bit more than I do, but really, my message is more important than the visual. I just had the visual because it sucks looking at a black screen with nothing on it. So I just add that stuff just to add a little humor to it, maybe, and but it's not really the primary mission of my video to show weird little things dancing around on the screen. So I try to give information. I hope that my information's good, and that's really what I try to do. I'm kind of like a what do you call it? A fact checker, a fact checker. That's what you can call it. I fact check them is what I do. So, and sometimes I'm wrong. I'm capable of being wrong just like anybody else, So it's okay. It's okay. I mean, I love when people come at me and they go, "You're wrong. You're stupid. You're blah blah blah," and I go, "So I was wrong. Okay, cool. What? I can't be wrong. Okay. So what? I was wrong. So sorry. Don't mind me. Just some dude. I'm just some average guy. I'm not Chile. I'm not a constitutional scholar. I'm just I try to do my best, and sometimes my best isn't good enough. So that's it. Right, Gregory? Are you awake over there?
Yeah, I'm like, yeah.
Vegas. Yeah, he's working chat. He's working.
Yeah,
chat
I see him. I see him. He's playing around. Yeah, I'm just playing around with Greg.
And Vegas VIP. He's asking what my craziest time was as a bouncer, and it's hard to say because I think the craziest one was a guy was walking towards the owner as I was passing the owner, and he was about to punch him in the head, and I caught his arm, kind of got him in an arm lock, and walked him out. The door bounced, threatened to come back with a gun and shoot me.
Oh no!
So that was probably the craziest. Yeah, he didn't come back.
A lot of bouncers don't even have to go hands-on, from what I understand. You guys are very good at negotiating with, as I would like to call them, drunkards. Really good at that.
Yeah, I've only, I think twice. Only twice did I have to go hands-on with anybody. I tried to find people that were, I tried to watch people and how they're acting, and when you're the sober one, really is a lot easier to figure out who's doing stupid stuff or about to.
Now, what is the laws around that? Like, what is the law about you going hands-on?
Use it before it happens, and that was my thing. Yeah.
I mean, what a law applies to you?
Didn't you guys come here to have a good time?
Is it the same, just a self-defense thing? I mean, if they try to come at you, you're able to.
It's only for self-defense, yes.
Right.
Or the defense of others. If they're attacking other people, yeah, because that guy was about to punch the owner in the back of the head.
Oh, I get it. Okay. So that's how it applies. Okay. Makes sense.
A laser at, I had somebody point a laser at my chest. And to me, that's a threat because I don't know what's attached to that laser. It could be your fingers. It could be something worse. So I go up, I confront the person. I tell them, I'll give you your laser when you leave, or just put it away. And then I get surrounded by 6 people.
By the way, that guy STC, he's in our chat now, and he was a bouncer at one time too, and he's agreeing with you there. Yep. STC Media, man. Me and STC, we go way back, man. As far as like the beginning of his channel, I miss his audits, man. But I know he left the auditing side, but he was the top of the line, man, the best auditor that, in one of my opinions, he was one of the best auditors out there. It's just unfortunate that the state was so shitty to him.
I put the one person name for comment. Damn it.
Yeah, STC is the man.
That is horrible.
STC, you know that, man.
Is cool. Yeah, I watched a video.
One of the funniest audits that STC had was this dude. STC had this. He had this. I mean, it's an unfortunate one too, but it's at the same time it was funny because he was sitting in a Department of Health. Oh my God, you wouldn't believe the emails the trouble I had to do to get an email out to these assholes. But anyway, STC had a camera on his hat that he was wearing, and this stupid security guard was sitting there in the lobby where STC was, and she was like, "Is that a weapon on your hat? What do you got?" And I used to joke that it was STC's freaking laser hat, like his laser weaponized hat. Is that some sort of weapon? And oh my God, she was extremely stupid. But it sucked because that started the ball rolling for a lot of things that happened to STC that caused a lot of problems for him. But this cop, he was leaving that location, and this cop, he walked past this cop, and this cop was trying to dox him. So STC said a few things to him, which whatever. And the cop opened up the door and hit STC I don't know exactly where he struck him, but he struck him with the door. And then the cop arrested STC for assault. I don't understand how that happens. Like, the cop hits STC with the door, and then STC got arrested. that blew my effing mind.
I saw that video.
Yeah. So that was STC. Yeah.
And I'm being assaulted by security guards and an off-duty cop, and I get arrested. And okay, thank you.
No, man. No, I know it wasn't funny then, STC. I know it wasn't, man. No, I wasn't. I was furious, to say the least. Furious at that, and I even went so far as to tell, because they would not let me contact the director of the here's a good point, by the way. This is for any auditor that's interested, but so there's certain government entities that keep their emails secret. So if you wanted to say email the chief of police or the sheriff, for instance, directly, I think you should be able to do that. And here's a point that I was making with these guys, which actually got me farther than I thought that I would. But I pretended to be a mute. And I said that I have lost my ability to speak, and I cannot communicate with you over the phone, because they kept saying, call me on the phone, call on the phone. I said, I can't speak. So you should accommodate me to where I can address my public official directly. I shouldn't have to go through the secretary. I shouldn't have to go through any other
silent treatment.
Yeah. So eventually I did get those emails, but that's what I had to do. I had to pretend to be a mute that was unable to speak, and I got access to those information. So what I would love to see auditors challenge that by saying, why can't I email you directly? Are you that fucking special? Like, you're paid by the taxpayers, but you're the director, so nobody can have your email. That's ridiculous. That's ridiculous. That's disgusting, in my opinion. You're better than everybody else, so you can't have a direct contact with the people you serve. That's bullshit. So I had to pretend, and I feel a little bad about it, but not really. I was doing it, in my eyes, for people that probably do have that problem, that can't speak directly to somebody. Maybe there's probably tons of people out there that get shit on every day that they can't communicate that way. And they should have access to emails.
Yeah. I want to tell them that I use my camera because I'm blind.
Hey, what's up, next to people?
That's the only way I can see is with my camera.
That's a good one. That's a good one.
Walk around with a cane and some headphones on,
right?
Listening to, some 70s music.
And you don't understand. I actually, in my mind, I was taking on the persona in my mind of a person that could not speak, and I started getting really upset about just that. Like, I started thinking to myself, in my mind, I kind of fooled myself. I don't know how you do. You almost convince yourself that you are that person that can't speak, and these people were not fucking. It just. Oh man, it still pisses me off. Because I know there's people out there like that. Oh man, it's just ridiculous. But the way they treated STC was.
And you remember that movie?
Which one was that?
Tommy, can you hear me?
No,
it's about the pinball wizard.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
Oh,
yeah.
it's a rock opera movie called Tommy with the Who, and it's about a blind, deaf, mute pinball player, and he's the best pinball player in the world.
Yeah, pinball. Actually, there's a news guy down here in Florida that's a pinball master. Like, he's like supposed to be one of the best in the world.
That's a song about it. The Pin. Yep.
Yeah, I've heard the Pinball Wizard song. Yeah. This dude was like,
there was a movie about it.
Really? Wow. Pinball. Who knew? That's a competitive. There are competitive sports. Yeah, Pinball Wizard.
You can probably watch it for free on YouTube with commercials.
Sure. The Pinball Wizard. Gregory, do you play pinball?
I used to.
Oh yeah. I bet you Gregory is more of a tetherball guy. Play the tetherball.
No, I like pinball. I was good at pinball before.
Oh yeah. I used to like the old Kiss pinball. Remember that one? Anybody remember old enough to remember that one?
I like the old ones, the old pinball machines.
Yeah. There's an old famous Kiss one that I used to play a lot when I was a kid, because I'm old enough to remember.
That's old.
Oh, dude, I used to go to arcades. Like, that's the only place you could play games like that when I was a kid. You had to go to the arcade. There was no home video game system that you could buy.
Mm-hmm.
You kidding me? We had to go play Pac-Man.
I mowed lawns
just to make quarters to go to them. Right?
I actually mowed lawns to get the money to do that.
Yeah, my very first gaming system was by Radio Shack, and it was it had two little dial things on it, and it was Pong. It had the two little stick things and a little square ball. It would go back and forth, and it came with this gun that looked like a revolver, and you could shoot the little square that was bouncing around in the middle of the screen. And that's what we had. That was my first video gaming system that we got from Radio Shack. Yeah, we had that. And I'm a gamer from way back. I hated these kids talking about, like, man, I'm a gamer. Bitch, you don't know what gaming is, man. I came back. I started gaming for you assholes. They get really mad when I school them in Mortal Kombat. Come on, bring it. Anybody on chat? I got you with Mortal Kombat. I can kick your ass. I was there when Mortal Kombat came back. I am Sub-Zero, bitch.
So, anyways, I had a Pong, and my first computer was a TI, and I designed something like Pac-Man. I designed games
cool.
that were the One-Armed Bandit. I don't,
Oh wow.
Yeah, and Duke Nukem. Duke Nukem took forever to make Duke Nukem forever. What the hell? I used to design Duke Nukem game boards, and what I designed was actually a manufacturing plant, 100,000 square foot manufacturing plant that my father owned. in the building that it was at, and it was pretty awesome. I contacted the Duke Nukem people and asked them if I could make custom boards, and I was going to sell
Oh, that's cool.
people custom boards by making it about their business and advertise their business in that custom board. And I did that with my dad's company, but it was awesome. You know, kill the pig cops. You know,
you remember a game called Laser Shoot Larry? Remember that game?
No.
Laser Suit Larry. It was a predecessor to Grand Theft Auto. It was actually the whole premise of the game was to get Laser Suit Larry laid. It was it was very rudimentary, like a very basic game, but it was funny as hell.
My first videos on YouTube were me was me playing Grand Theft Auto.
Oh, really?
Doing some role play. I deleted all those videos.
Yeah. How do you untime out somebody? I don't know.
But it might be cool to get on. It'd be kind of cool to get on GTA 5 and go in there and pretend to be a First Amendment auditor.
Yeah, that'd be funny.
Go around filming the people pretending to be cops and the people pretending to be robbers and stuff.
Yeah, that's funny. I tried to unblock them, but I can't.
I did tell some people. I don't even know how to unblock people.
I was just trying. I hit the little three
YouTube
dots.
Controls are weird.
Yeah, I just hit the three dots. It says report, remove, go to channel, put user in timeout. I can't unblock them. It says view deleted message. But I can't unblock this person. And I'm a managing mod, so I thought that I could do that.
The hell? You're gonna do an Hells Angels clubhouse, Vegas? Are you insane? I've known Hells Angels. Oh well, I guess it's my turn. I guess
Damn it,
I
STC.
gotta go out at the Hells Angels.
STC, you need to smoke some more of that to calm your ass down, man. Freaking Sting. He just stunned somebody. Sting. I call STC the Missouri Hornet because he stings people. Sting. Freaking STC. Somebody kicked his damn nest and they got all pissy and stung him. Shit. That's one thing I like about STC, though, man. Let me tell you something. If you're wrong, he will definitely. That's the other thing I like about him. He will apologize if he's wrong. But if you're wrong, it doesn't matter if he likes you or not. He will call you out for it, and you better listen because most of the time he's right. Like with me, a couple times he's called me out on a couple things, and look, you know, my knee-jerk reaction is to get mad, and then I start thinking about it, and I go, nope, I'm wrong. That's what STC is good at, man. He's got a lot of good common sense and very good at that kind of thing. That's why STC is an asset, man. He's an asset for stuff like that. He don't care if you known him for a day or 10 years. He'll call a spade a spade. He ain't got a problem with that. He should be the honest Dave. He's more honest than I am, I think. And then when you get STC mad, if he says nope, Nope. You might as well just give up. As soon as you start saying that, just give up. You're not gonna get anything through them at that point. Nope. Exactly. Freaking STC. Freaking Tweaky bird over there. Gregory, what you nibbling on, man?
I did nodded out of Jimmy John's, and it gets freaky pretty fast out there.
Yeah.
And they came out at me all crazy like, and they wanted to know what I do with my videos. So I told them I sell them in Iraq.
That's awesome.
Props to Eli, man.
Oh, is that what he says? Is that what Eli says?
I think today I was acting like I was nasty. Eli, yeah, he sells it in Iraq, and I was acting like nasty Nathaniel earlier today and telling people I had fetishes for filming restaurants.
Yeah. Yeah.
He's
Nasty
funny
Nathaniel's
to watch.
he was one of my first
I like
ones.
watching him when he. Well, he's been doing it forever, and I didn't.
Oh, yeah.
I found him through First Amendment, and I don't know how I found First Amendment rights, but it was probably while I was, going through SVG and Pedo Libre audits and all those California guys, and then I found everybody out in Texas, like AJOT and Toe for Life and West Side Accountability. There he is.
There was one guy, and I got pissed off at him. I had a bit of a
it's a pretty cool community, being in the auditors.
Right. I got into it with this one auditor one time because I caught him saying something racial to a person before the audit. He didn't know his camera was on. I can't remember his name though, man. Fuck. But he was a good auditor up until I saw that shit happening, where he was provoking somebody before he turned the camera on, and then he turned the camera on once he pissed him off, and that was not cool. That was not cool at all. I don't think I've ever met Vegas.
Let me grab some buds or something.
Greg, what you munching on, man? You got some McDonald's there?
No, pizza.
Oh, pizza. Okay, got it. What kind of pizza you got there?
Pepperoni and pineapple.
Oh my God! I see that. I don't mind pepperoni pizza. I don't mind pineapple pizza, but it's got to have ham. It can't just have pepperoni and pineapple.
It's okay.
I've tried it with pineapple and pepperoni, and I'm not a fan of that. Pepperoni with ham is okay with me, but not the pineapple and ham, but not the fucking pepperoni, man. I don't know. I lived in Hawaii, and yes, that really is a thing in Hawaii, by the way, Hawaiian pizza. That really is a thing, but I got so damn sick of pineapple in Hawaii. I don't even eat it anymore. And by the way, there are so many varieties of pineapple that people don't even know about.
Jeff, the interview is Monday at 4:00. XGO.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Guess what happened? He had difficult coming in.
Yeah, I remember that. Yeah, I remember that.
What up?
What up, STC?
Shit. Dylan.
Hey, STC.
You
How you
recovering
doing?
from your damn long ass drive yet?
Dude, yeah. Today was a little bit of a lazy. I wanted it to be more
Yeah,
productive.
you missed my interview yesterday, asshole.
Who?
You.
Oh man, I passed, dude. As soon as I got out of the shower,
Yeah, what?
as soon as I got out of the shower, I told you I was going to try, man. I did put the notification up there, but
No, you promised me.
I promised I would
You said,
try.
Greg, I'll be there.
No, I did not. No, I did not. Those words never came out of my mouth. Don't you dare.
Gregory wanted you to do it from the shower so he could look upon your
a shower interview.
Hey, what's up, Santa Florida?
Just FYI, I don't know if somebody will come and comment, but I did pop on, so I didn't have to type so fast. If a new person came on and said hi, just in case.
Right.
But I thought it reminded me of the old channel, all of us just bullshitting, talking, and I wanted to pop on. And then I saw West Side, hold on. Yeah, dude.
Yeah, there's West Side. How you doing?
West Side.
Oh,
West Side.
West Side. How you doing?
Better. Flame that shit.
There's STC.
Flame that shit.
At least you don't have his head pointing at you.
Oh my God, Gregory.
Once STC points his head at you, it's all over with. You can't see shit.
I'll blind your ass. I'll get the flashlight too. C40, what's up? That's my defense mechanism.
Got this going on.
Sting! Did you like that when I did that on camera for you?
Yeah, that was great.
That was exactly what I imagined you thought it would look like.
Oh yeah, exactly what it is. See, STC, I don't know if you know Pacifist, but STC had to defend himself, and he had to use a knife to do it to this one dickhead that wouldn't leave him alone and kept coming at him. And so STC pulled a knife and stabbed the motherfucker. And so ever since then, I've been calling him the Missouri Hornet.
So did. Stuck his ass real good right in his fucking bicep, man.
Oh,
I took your eye.
I took his little wing away that he wanted to swing at me. Little birdie can't fly.
Yeah, well, hey, he deserved every inch of that.
God, thank you. And it was about 1.5 inches, I believe, that went all the way in. From what I could tell, where the blood stopped on the knife.
I would have Sharpie marked that. I would have marked that.
Well, I don't have. I mean, they got it now, But,
really?
Yeah. But I can see him now. Have you ever seen Forrest Gump? Dude? He's standing in front of the house. He's like, please God, make me a bird so I can fly far away from here. But I took his wing away, so he can't.
Yeah, fuck him, man. He deserved every second of that.
Thank you. I tried so hard, dude. Anybody watches that would know. I tried fucking hard.
But you had no duty to retreat because you live in a stand your ground state. But even so, I believe every place should be a stand your ground place. By the way,
I agree that. Fuck yeah, dude. How the fuck isn't it? That drives. That's insane. Yeah, fuck that, dude. Because legit, like every time I did move, excuse me. Every time I did move, he came right at me, man. Like for real.
Right. No, you shouldn't have any duty to retreat for anything like that. That's ridiculous. You have a right to be where the fuck you are when you want to be, and you have no reason to fucking leave. You should be able to stand right where you are.
Right.
Yeah. I mean, that's giving into a bully, man. Fuck that. Yeah, fuck that shit.
I told people before, man, look, dude, if you want to, I don't want to be that guy. I hate it, man. All I want to do is go home. I want you to go home too. Right. I had the gun on my hip. I could have easily drew down. Yeah,
easily.
For sure.
Yeah.
And you look at my record, you look me up. I fucking shot somebody before, and I can promise you this: the next time I shoot somebody, it's not going to be in their arm.
Oh yeah, of course.
It will be dead in their chest or right in their fucking face, dude. Like
legit. Man.
Right. And that's not a threat, and that's just, it sucks. It's the way I was raised after that. I knew putting myself in that situation cost my family fucking, in the end, not only time in jail, but just to before I bonded out, but in total it was like $16-something thousand. We had to pay the trial lawyer and shit.
Wow.
So
well, it was like actually I saw this judge one time I can't remember where I saw this story from, but there was a judge in Texas that this family was suing this homeowner for shooting an intruder in the house, and the guy shot him like 15 times and killed him. And the judge said the law says that if somebody breaks into your house and you have a gun and you shoot them,
I know, West Side.
You can kill them dead, and that means dead, 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 dead. It doesn't matter. So
yeah. So actually, you know what? I went to college to be a cop. I went to criminal justice. My teacher, he was an ex-cop. That dude did some fucked up shit. He told me once. I mean, not like. I mean, a couple kind of fucked up things, but he was training me to be a narc. He wanted me to go. He was actually, dude, he was talking about me doing something like he did. The first fucking assignment he went to was undercover in prison. Dude, that's some scary ass shit. So
I see you more of a prostitute.
Go fuck yourself, man. That's some fucked up shit.
I see you more as
That's good.
Damn, dude. Oh, that is, man.
undercover
Damn.
prostitute.
Listen, man. All right. Anyway, he pulled over. That's some
I
fucked
used
up
to run
shit.
a strip club.
Well, hold on. He pulled. You're an asshole. He pulled over this fucking kid. He's known since he was like 11. He was a little hoodlum, and he's been like a drug dealer. You know, kind of selling to supply for his house or support his house. And he was 15 at this age. The kid was. He pulled him over because he knew obviously he wasn't old enough to drive. It was probably a stolen car, so he pulled the kid over. Kid lets the dog out on him. He had to drop the dog. So he drew down, he dropped the dog, and as he was doing that, the kid was pulling out a gun, and so he said he dumped the clip, man. He had to dump 13 bullets in a 15-year-old kid.
Oh no.
And he said it was his reaction of, dude, he pulled that trigger until he felt safe.
That's
and so
what you got to do.
Right. And so he was talking about there's no fucking, they talk about like officer or aggressive, what the fuck, man, abusive, dude. What is it when they abuse you?
Excessive force.
Thank you. Excessive force. He's like, there's no such thing as excessive killing.
No,
You know, or excessive defending yourself.
right.
And he said, so, you know, I squeezed that trigger until I felt safe. I popped the clip and then put a new clip in, racked that shit, and was ready to dump more if he jumped up. And I was just like, damn, dude, that shit is crazy, though. You know, the thought process behind that, man. But
well, all you got to do is
makes
watch somebody
sense.
get shot, and there are people that get shot several times that are still able to fight you back.
Yeah. PCP is one of them, dude. One of the things that can make it, but adrenaline, determination, dude.
Yeah. There are a lot of situations where, I've seen it, and you gotta make sure that person is canceled.
Absolutely. You need to go home, bottom line. Right. That's the thing, you know, for sure. And I can tell you this, I promise with everything, dude, if that guy came at me one more time, he would not have went home that night, ever.
Yeah.
It was so fucking that's what scared me, is because, dude, you're gonna end your own life for what, man? Like, I wasn't even focused on you, and we should have been, because as intoxicated as you were, how intoxicated was the lady? That one of you, both of you, who were you guys didn't look like you were specifically leaving. I don't know. So, I mean, could you have been behind that wheel at some point? I mean, she was. So, like, were you guys leaving intoxicated? So maybe the attention should have been on you, but it wasn't. It was whoever was strangling that fucking cat in there.
Right. Yeah. It was crazy, man. That whole situation. That was a nail biter, man. I'm gonna have to say, to watch that. Just being, and you having to be there for that was not good, man.
I'll say this. I am surprised that didn't go viral. Like, that really does. That surprises me a little bit.
Oh, yeah. I agree, too. I think that would have been huge.
Viral material, dude, like, for real.
It's not every day do you see somebody defend themselves with a knife.
Not also do you see them every day defend themselves with a knife, but then not get cuffed.
Right.
I didn't even get cuffed. The fucking St. Peter's Police Department straight up fucking did their job, like, to the T. Then they entered that situation as if they had no idea who was right or wrong, which is how they should do it.
Right.
And everybody's safety in mind as well. The first questions, I think it was like the first two, because it was I initiated conversation and contact, like when they approach me, because that's just how I am.
Right.
So when it got to like maybe 2-3 questions, he's like, "Whoa, man, are you okay?" Like, you know, and it was like, "Thank you." Like, "No, man, I'm good, dude. My arm hurt a little bit from pushing him around, but like I was good." And I just thought that was awesome that in the process of that, he's asking me if I'm okay instead of cuffing me up.
Right. No, that was perfect. And by the way, you handled it like you were cool, calm, and collective, and that's the way it should be. Even though it might be internally, you were probably freaking out, but
Yes.
externally, you projected yourself to be somebody that was in control, which was to your advantage.
Have you seen have you seen the video where I had a gun drawn on me outside Family Dollar?
No. Does anybody got a link to that?
I don't have it.
Find it. Well, I
had an assistant manager from a Family Dollar come out and pull a gun out on me and threaten to shoot me.
So you aim a gun at me. You ain't a gun at me, and I have a gun. You're dead.
Wait. Did you guys see that I fucking found
I
Dylan?
didn't say aim. She
again.
Oh.
They just pulled it and brandished it. Did you see? I found that Dylan Thayer again.
Oh, you did?
The runner, yeah, he was fucking just pushing carts, dude. I put him live on YouTube again. I bet you he called the fucking police. Yeah, I got you. She just brandished it. Yeah, no, man, I was getting pizza, and that piece of shit dude was just out there, man. I rolled up on him. First, I went around and I told everybody in the parking lot who he is and what he did, and who I am, and how they can find it. And then I went and got my pizza, and I told everybody in the pizza place as well, of course. And then I was leaving. I saw a couple more people in the parking lot, and I told them, of course. And my wife was getting a little upset. She just wanted to go home. I was like, "There's no way I can drive around with these people in the parking lot and not tell them." You know, because I'm on my way home and I can't go into the store anymore. They fucking trespassed me from.
So he still has a job.
He's still fucking pushing carts, dude. And so then as I'm leaving, I roll up on him, man, and I'm just fucking recording him, dude. And he the fear on his face, and then he goes running into the fucking building. And I would never, you know, shit, you know, Gregory's not saying it. I'm saying it. I'd tell y'all motherfuckers to call Schnooks up, dude, you know, for real. But I'll at some point, I'm going to get the address and phone number. I'm going to be dropping that shit in the chat. And you got, man, better call them. You better call and email Schnooks and tell them that they got a fucking bad guy that likes to meet, kids for bad stuff.
Do you know the store number? Do you know what store number that is?
Not at this moment, but
where is that store?
Harvester Square in St. Charles, Missouri.
Did you ever call the corporate office?
No, sir. I actually have not gotten that far. You see, my life has been super busy. I will actually. That's a good idea. I didn't think of that.
What's the name of that store?
And if it goes by
Schnooks.
go down there and show the video. You know?
Yeah. I will actually. I think that's a great. I can email it to him too, like a link to it or something. That's a great idea. See, Gregory, you're a gangster, man. Yeah, that's a great idea. But yeah,
you just got my email blood flowing there.
Shit. They're gonna get this fucking legit, real, articulated fucking.
They're going to. I'm telling you right now.
There's no way that they can't read that and understand that this is coming from somebody for real. Well, thank you, dude. Thank you. Yeah, I really did think that they would have fired him just from the simple confrontation that happened inside their store. You know, and then at least would you not go check that out yourself? I can guarantee you that motherfucker said something about it, man, because he was going around telling people at the gas station, dude. He was showing. I was getting calls on my text now number that I used, my decoy number that I used from people that worked at the gas station. They're like, "Hey, man, this dude's trying to say that you set him up and shit," but I seen like the text and I don't know how some of them he got to believe him, and I don't know how he got them to believe him on that one, man. But because he was showing people the messages, I'm like, I got a video of the messages. You look at those messages.
Gregory,
Is that the one on Capitol Drive?
No, Harvester Square. Or Harvest Square. Harvester Square.
Gregory.
Near 94 and Cox Hill.
I got it. I got
Harvester.
it now.
Oh, okay.
Yep, I got it. It is store number. Let me get it pulled up here.
It's close. It's NUCKS. It's like SCHNUCK.
Yeah, I have it. Yep.
I thought it was Derek, right?
Right.
Damas. It's pronounced Dumas. Is that right? Like, is that?
We have none in Florida.
Oh, you don't have any Schnooks?
No.
Yeah, hey, it's a fucking union. That's why I thought he'd be gone quick though, too, because I wouldn't think that they'd play around with something like that.
Yeah, no good.
No, I don't think.
Yeah, it's address is 60 Harvester Square, St. Charles, Missouri 6330.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
And it closes soon at 10 p.m. Opens at 6 a.m.
Yes, sir.
Phone number is
I think
636
Gregory just
636
said union's no good.
441
441
I don't like
5900.
unions.
5900. And his name is Dylan Thayer.
Yep,
Dylan Thayer. Thayer. THY.
Fire.
Yeah. I don't even know how to spell it right now.
That's like saying sorry, sire, like a king, instead of with a list.
Yeah.
Sorry, Thayer.
Thayer or the Thayer. Oh shit. Well, thank you, actually. Thank you for man. I do appreciate that because, dude, that's it's legit. The messages are there. It's 100%. 100%.
I need to write a Google review for them.
Ooh, that's there. Thank you, dude. That is a good one now that somebody else had said before, and I forgot. That is a fucking stellar way to get our message. Also, as auditors, they shouldn't. As auditors, other businesses and shit, those Google reviews, man, you hit them with that fucks them bad, dude.
That must change. Their 4-star rating must change today.
Yeah, that is 4 fucking stars. Yeah, I'll be on this one too.
I might have to make a little video about this in my own special little way.
You be careful with that one though, of course.
No, I'll be very careful. I'll just say, no, I guess I can't, can I?
Yeah, dude. Yeah, see, yeah. I got the risk.
I'm thinking about it. No,
I got the risk. No, man. That's my risk.
I can't.
That's what my channel is for. No joke, dude.
We'll give them 1 star. Okay, my own experience.
Look at 1 star. Half a star.
Well,
I don't think they let you. Yeah.
Wait, is there a 0-star option? It looks like there's a 0-star option. Yeah, there is.
There is a 0. No way. I thought
I don't have to. It says share your details of experience, and I didn't leave a star, so you can put it there.
Okay. Yeah. No shit. It would be 0 stars. Yeah, it would, wouldn't it?
What's his name again?
Dylan Thayer.
Fire. Hey, Fire.
Cats?
Yeah. No. No way, dude. Actually, that's not even a funny joke. Only because of who that nasty demon is.
Oh,
Anybody else is funny though.
Too bad he doesn't come in my panel.
What?
Too bad he doesn't come on my YouTube channel.
Oh yeah. Oh, he probably does. I'm very certain that he's one of the people or has somebody who's out there doxing my full name and shit. It could be. It's either I'm nailing it down, dude, for real, man. Some of it's coming from Missouri, and it could be the post office guy who threatened to follow me in my court cases. He said he'd be there for every time I appear in court, And he's also said my address while I was live on YouTube, and he's a supervisor at the fucking post office up the way from me. So I couldn't see why he wouldn't be making fake accounts and trying to dox me around. You know?
Tim,
What's up?
You know why the guy don't get fired? You know why?
Why? Why?
Two things. One, it could be a family member working there.
Could be what?
Family member working there.
Okay, good shit. Yeah, maybe.
Second of all, everybody knows him. Either the parents is popular in the city and everyone knows him.
There's a similar, not similar. There's a possibility of that as well, because the way the manager responded and protected him, how she responded to what I was saying, it sounded like he had already warned her ahead of time of who I was and what I was about to say. So, and then he fucking shut him in there alone with another person. Like, I mean, you know, he was alone with a person. So I say that that's leaving a person with a demon. And she shut the fucking lights off and shut the door. So they're in there in the dark just with the light of the computer because she didn't want me to see him through the window.
I'm using one of my sock accounts, by the way, for this.
All right. Yeah, that's what's up.
So,
yeah.
But you will know me by my deeds.
Yeah, I love it, dude. I love that. That's funny as fuck. And true, you can't, dude. That's part of the things like this fake STC, man. I don't care if they even start trying. Like they just went on Blair White's last night or tonight. I forgot when, or was it last night? They went on Blair White's again. I wasn't on there, and they said, "I think Blair White is dead." Like, what does that statement even mean? You know, what does that mean? And what are you doing? You're trying to do what? I have no fucking clue, man. What the fuck that? But anyway, point of that is it's really hard to mimic us. A lot of us are really unique in the way we are, man. How we fucking talk and shit. Like C40, I totally, when this motherfucker says some shit, dude, it's totally like you can tell. If somebody tried to make a fake of that, there's no way. You could not imitate that personality.
By the way, if you make a Google review, I need you, if you're going to put a review on there, I would say something like possibly outed as a child predator or something like that. Because
smart. You don't want to confirm it.
Yeah, you don't want to confirm it because you don't want to be slandering somebody, even though it's not.
Is it liable? I think it's liable, isn't it, when it's written?
Yes. So you want to say possibly outed.
Right. That is super smart. Now that's something else I learned in criminal justice class. Like when you come across, you see it's obviously blood. When you write that report, you're not a fucking lab specialist. You didn't test that yourself. So you have to say, I saw a substance that appeared to be blood. Like you cannot confirm anything until the lab confirms it. All you can do is assess. Yeah.
Like blood or
right. Straight up, because it could be transmission fluid. You don't fucking know.
I once saw a piece of glass fall and chop a guy's head off.
Did you really?
I mean, yeah.
Not good.
Yeah, I'm still like
kind of dangled.
Is that for real, dude? Like, are you serious?
Big old drum of popcorn.
Okay.
I'm 100.
Actually,
on a movie.
I saw
on a movie.
him. He walked through a plate glass window instead of a door, and it broke, and a big old chunk of glass came down and chopped his head halfway off, and it kind of leaned to the left, and then my mom's hands went over my eyes because I was 4 years old.
Dude, that's fucking crazy.
That was a weird one.
A weird one, sure, yeah. That's a word for other description. I don't even
Oh,
know.
you
I
do
think
have to
that's
leave a
just wrong.
star. You have to leave a star. Sorry. You do.
That's a rough one, man. Like, damn, for real.
I mean, it might have messed me up a little.
I think so.
Yeah,
There's
not that
definitely
much.
something that's left an impression. You know, if anything could leave an impression on a
I can
4-year-old,
see
that's
it.
probably.
Definitely. Yeah.
That's when memories usually start for
can
people
see it.
around 4. Most people's earliest memories are like
Yeah.
from 3 and 4, for real. So that's
Yeah.
first
yeah.
memory. Bam! Yeah, how you can decapitate somebody. So curious, man, you ever talk to anybody about that? Have you ever talked to anybody, like a therapist or anything, about that specifically? The past?
What?
Have you ever talked to a psychiatrist or something about that, therapist? Like, have you ever got that worked out to see if it has really affected you deeply?
No, I minored in psychology.
Okay, so you probably know everything about yourself.
But you don't want to self-treat. I always caution.
That's
about
I know.
that.
That's where I was totally going there with that one. 100%. I was about to say that. No joke.
Yeah, because I'm a connoisseur of therapy.
I took 3 classes and I got to tutor it because I got an A, but no. It just it was
doctors
a bad
have
situation,
doctors for a reason.
But
yeah, right.
If you go through enough bad situations, you get used to bad situations. That's the way I look at it.
You might.
No, I get what you're saying. Sometimes some people go one way, the others go another, or invert, dude. You're right. I mean, it sounds like you got a healthy grip on yourself, though.
I thought that, but it just takes
like
a trigger, though.
Yeah, right. It does. One trigger, boom, though. Yeah,
because that's what happened to me. I thought I was handling everything just fine until one particular event triggered everything else to fall apart for me. So yeah, it just took that. And I mean, I always thought that that shit, none of that bothers me, blah, blah, blah. But in retrospect, it did bother me. I just didn't come to grips with it. I didn't try to recognize it, reconcile with it, anything. I didn't even acknowledge it on my own until recently, So yeah.
The last therapist I went to, the last session I went to, I brought my wife in there. Just so she can hear from her own ears what the person was going to say. I honestly didn't know it was going to go where it went. And so as we're talking, the doctor looked at me. She said, "Man, you are very self-aware of your diagnosis. Like, you really know what's going on with yourself." And I was like, "I know. Well, I've had a fucking horrible life, and I've had to look inward so many times, man. And I've had to talk to so many of you type of people, dude. This is what I do with therapists. I go in there, I lay all my shit on their feet, and then I leave. Like, I fuck some of their heads up. I know it, dude. I go in there and I tell them the shit that is going on or has happened, and then like they definitely would think that I need probably medications, but they just want to push those pills. The medications I use are perfect. I like to smoke. It calms me down, and I talk to you guys. This is the real therapy.
Well, I'll tell you though, eventually though, like me, like, man, I take some of those pills. I mean, they start tasting like Skittles and
shut the fuck up. We need to get you off them pills though at some point, dude. The best that we can to your best safety.
I take 14 a day.
That's not good.
I take 14 pills a day, but not all for the same thing. There's
but your liver is just, and your kidneys are probably
they love it. They love it. I talk to my kidneys all the time. They're like, thank you. We don't want to be a part of you anymore anyway.
Yeah, please just go ahead. Why don't you just drink battery acid? That'll be better.
I've been thinking about that. That's
don't even, come on, man. Stop yourself.
No, I'm not doing that.
I know, but
no, I wouldn't do that.
No funnies.
I take baby aspirin and a water pill.
I take just about everything C4T. You name it, I take it,
That's
man.
it.
I take the Flintstone vitamins. I take them. You just name it. I'm a fucking
pill chomper.
I'm a pill chomper, man. I got more pills than.
He doesn't even take them with water. He just chews them up.
Actually, I'm very good at taking pills. Like some people, like they struggle taking pills. I have no problem.
My wife, I take, dude. I'll swallow, 4 ibuprofen all the time, dude. I could do it without water. She's like, how the fuck do you do that?
I do that all the time.
Yeah. I'm like, I tell her this. How do you fucking swallow chips? Or like nuts or something, or a big ass fucking ball of food that you've chewed up into mush, yes, but then like you ball it back up into a hunk and you swallow it. Like how the fuck is that any different than pills?
It's no different at all.
Zero, exactly. It's the mentality of it.
Yeah. No, I mean I've had the sensation before of getting a pill caught in the back of my throat, which sucks. But
oh yeah, dude, and when they're fast dissolving, those ones are terrible.
Sorry.
Yeah, it feels like heartburn almost.
More pills than bills. That's what's up.
Yeah, the VA keeps me well stocked with pills, even when I don't even.
Yeah, dude, that's the thing that we need to fight against, dude. That's the biggest thing that Battle Buds is fighting against is the fucking VA, dude. That's why I think like the Angry Vet, dude, and you, and Veterans Affairs, like y'all fucking need to get up together. These are some fantastic people. Not only will they help you with your medications, hopefully, dude, they have smart fucking like, dude, people with PhDs, scientists, man, that are working into this shit. I promise.
Right. No, I think the VA should adopt all that. I mean,
I don't
understand why not.
Me, they don't either, and they're fucking fighting hard for it, dude. They really are.
And then for a while, I took CBD oil. In the very.
You did?
Oh yeah,
that's kind of cool.
Yeah, I took CBD oil for a long time, and it didn't work for me.
West Side, thank you.
It never worked. I don't know if it was a shitty CBD oil. It was very expensive. I know that, and it didn't really work for me. I was doing these CBD gummies and stuff, and none of it fucking worked for me. I was still my one of my biggest problems is extreme terrible nightmares. I get
dude. Okay, go ahead. There's stuff they're working into that stuff too.
I get some of the worst fucking nightmares on the planet.
Can I tell you, dude? One of the biggest side effects to actual marijuana is no. Dude, hey, one of the most common side effects to THC, to marijuana, and I don't know what delta it is, but it is no dreams. Like no fucking joke. I'm not kidding. That is one of the side effects. I'm serious though, because dude, you know, the only dreams
I like dreams in some ways.
The only dreams I have are nightmares, and I don't have many.
I like to fly. Some of my dreams I fly.
I never fly, dude.
Nightmares are free horror movies. That's what nightmares are. Free horror movies.
Not the ones that I have.
I'll tell you the freak of nature thing. You remember when I was talking about the spaghetti sauce and meatballs?
Scary as fuck.
It's not just scary though. For me, it's more of an emotional ride because of things that in reality really did happen. And it's just no bueno. No bueno.
I was gonna move on to something better. Stop talking. Just your nightmares. But how about my stupidity again of that fighting of the meatballs? You want to know what we were doing? The reason why
I saw when I was 4.
Yeah, the reason, dude, that's awful though. The reason why we were so angry at each other is because we had no weed, and so it was about a week that we.
You want to get me on weed that I'm going to fight somebody over some fucking.
No, that wasn't it. Listen, that wasn't it. And we were. I think I wasn't even 20. I don't even know if I was 20 yet.
You want me fighting over somebody's balls and sauce and meat?
Yes, I do. And so no, but what we were doing, dude, to fuck with man, we liked to get high, you know? So it was like, Luke, how the fuck are we going to knock the edge off? We were taking Tylenol PMs and trying to fight the sleep. And so he would take 2, 3, dude, and he'd be out, man. I was regularly taking 7, and then it got up to 11 fucking pills, dude, before I even started passing out, man. Like,
Wow.
I would be eating like 11 Tylenol PMs a night.
Yeah.
And I definitely were swallowing them all in one thing.
I don't take anything to help me sleep. I do have pills that make me drowsy.
I wanted to stay awake, not go to sleep.
Yeah, I'm I'm on a couple of different things. I mean, I'm on one antipsychotic, I'm on a antidepressant, I'm on
a booster, I'm sure.
Different things, yeah, different things. What's the other one? What's that one that I take for anxiety? It's
Abilify.
No, it's like a tranquilizer kind of thing.
It's like
not Adderall. Fuck, why
no, that'd be
in my mind? I take it all the damn time. But no, I take all kinds of shit, man. I'm like Elvis, man. I got a fucking problem, I just pop a pill, you know.
Man,
I'm gonna die on the toilet with my tongue bit off.
Man, I'm glad you're here for real though. You guys, I'm so desperate to get you guys in contact. I know you guys mostly have reached out. But I'm so desperate, and you guys fucking getting in contact with Battle Buds, man, and seeing what they can. They're just so great of people. Joko,
listen, if I come off my medication now, I might not be able to make good videos anymore.
Yeah, right. The thing that I think that a lot of people need to start testing is the psilocybin thing, man, because it has 90 days or over 90 days of antidepressant properties. And when you microdose, you don't have to be tripping and shit. Microdosing is like point something grams, you know, depending on who you are. And you can actually function through the day after taking that. You can put it in capsules, swallow it like a fucking pill. You know, grind it up in a coffee grinder and shit.
I will tell you a side effect of the pills that I'm on, which is terrible.
No shits.
No, sweating.
Oh, damn.
Like sweating. Like I feel like I need to wrap my entire body in a diaper sometimes. Like sweats are terrible for when on some of the medications that I take. It's absolutely terrible.
That's awful.
Yeah. That's one of the side effects of one of the, at least a couple of the medications I'm on.
Would it not be good, you know?
I'm dripping from head to toe.
Yeah, there you go. Shit, dude, this drip is strong. Are you ever still actively looking to get yourself off medications and shit? Are you always looking for that?
Yeah, but but to be honest with you, me without them is not survivable.
Oh, I get that. I get it. Some people need that shit, dude, for real.
I will not survive that. I had a bout for a while that scared even me. Yeah,
I just thought too. You're not even
go back. I'm afraid to go back to that point.
You're not even that far from those people.
Yeah,
actually, just
yeah, but yeah. I mean, I know.
Joko, I need backup. Backup from what? Shit, all these motherfuckers coming at me all the time. Is that what you're talking about? Because they coming strong lately, man. Dude, like hardcore. In reality, in this fucking YouTube world, it's all over the place. I could take that heat. I could take that heat though. This shit don't bother me.
I will not smoke anything.
Yeah. I get that too.
You need to quit vaping there, asshole. You need to quit vaping. That shit's gonna destroy your lungs, man.
Who are you talking to?
You.
Vaping what? I don't vape.
Or vape or something. You smoke.
Yeah, I do. I mean, so this is what happens. Now, burning plant material, no matter what it is bad for your lungs.
Right.
When you put it's a what is it? A radiant So it's a heat source like a toaster, So when you put that on the outside of weed, all it does is it vaporizes the THC is like sap. If you didn't know, it's the sticky shit on the outside.
No, I know what it is. Yeah.
Okay, so
it's the sex fluids from a plant.
sure. Okay.
That's what it is.
So that's nice. I like to smoke sex fluids.
Yep.
So get that as a soundbite. I mean, it'll vaporize that, which is no burning plant material. Now that is smoke. It might be somewhat.
Plants.
It might be somewhat damaging the lungs, but in actuality, that's the safest way to consume marijuana when you are inhaling it. The safest way to take all the risk out is legit just eating it.
Right.
But me, I can't fucking feel. I like to get stoned, man. I love my weed. It affects me because it calms me down.
Right.
You know? Well, no, not recreational. No, fuck that. That trust me, man. You do not want to see me without my fucking calm down medicine, dude. I'm an asshole as it is. I need to feel that to calm me down. I have to have that.
Yeah. Well, you have a. Oh, sir, my lungs are fucked already, dude. No, veterans, you're right. My lungs are already fucked that way. Yeah. Yeah, my lungs are fucked that way. Absolutely. Yeah. I suffer every day with bad lung issues, breathing issues.
I occasionally smoke cigars, and I'm thinking about doing an audit where I get told to go away, and I light a cigar and say, "Yeah, I'll leave as soon as this is finished."
By the way, my claim on that, veterans, is still not going through. Like the PAC Act, you know, that thing. Yeah, it's still taking fucking forever for that.
Damn.
STT, of course.
Vegas said something.
Did you see the video? Oh, gone.
Four Corners, what's up? Did I see what video?
Of a cop slamming a 16 years old.
I seen like a clip or two here or there ish, but I didn't understand the context of it.
May I? Oh yeah, the PAC Act is useless. But veteran, may I suggest that you take an expectorant like Gafanessin? That helps me quite a bit. I take Gafanessin. Basically, it's Mucinex, and it really helps. So I mean, that might be something for you to try.
Yeah, because the girl came up and tried to grab the gun. At 16 years old, and the cop body slammed her on the I think on the sidewalk. Body slammed her.
For what reason? Which, in my opinion, it sounds like there shouldn't be any reason for that. Does she have a weapon?
No, she grabbed it. She was grabbing it.
She was reaching for the she was reaching for the officer's gun. I think she deserved what she got.
Hey, I'd have slammed that bitch on the ground. That's for sure.
I won't. 16 years old. Come on.
I don't give a fuck. At that point, I probably would. At that point, did he say, "Hey, bitch, how old are you?" Before I slam you on the ground as you're reaching for my weapon. Look, dude, I just said that my fucking teacher dumped fucking 13 bullets in a 15-year-old. All right, yeah. You know, and I actually backed that entire thing because he let a fucking dog out on him who tried to attack him. He killed the dog, and then the kid came up, hands raising with a gun. He was going to shoot that fucking officer, and he dumped his clip into that boy. Awful, terrible. That is so fucking bad. But I agree with that action, man. I would have done the same shit. I wouldn't sit there and been like, "Oh, but he's 15. Maybe I shouldn't shoot back to save myself."
Gregory. So, are you saying that a 16-year-old that gets a hold of a gun is more deadly than or less deadly than say a 20-year-old with a gun?
Dude, you ask any fucking African tribe out there, man, they'll disagree because they got child soldiers all over that motherfucker. Yeah. They believe that a fucking a kid bullet is just as deadly as an adult. Absolutely. And the way they shoot out there, anyway, they ain't wrong.
By the way, you need to look up this guy called Naked. You ever hear of him?
No.
So there was a warlord. His name was Naked something. I can't remember. I think it was just Naked though. They called him, and he fought butt ass naked in Rwanda back in the day. in Africa, and he would just go out there fucking high on cot and just be and they said that nobody could kill him if he was naked. Now he's a pastor, by the way. He's a preacher. But he was one of the most feared people on the battlefield, and he came out there naked, fighting naked. Like, it's the craziest shit in the world. And he would literally cut out the hearts of the people that he killed and eat it right in the middle of the street.
Damn, dude, that's fucking nuts.
Yeah, that's exactly what he did. But you can look him up on YouTube. You can see him. His name is it was like Colonel Naked or General
West
Naked.
Side says that he came up behind her and slammed her and picked her up and slammed her on the ground.
Yeah, but that was the partner that was trying to help his the other cop, because she was grabbing at his belt and he came behind her and pulled her away and then dumped her on the ground.
Got it. So she was grabbing for another cop's gun, and partner fucking backed up.
Right.
Oh, I'd have been all over. Shit, dude. Even more. Oh, I'd have been fucking. Man, hey, no joke. I'd have probably had a smile on my face, slamming that bitch to the fucking ground, saving my partner and possibly others' life. Dude, she was grabbing for. Who the fuck knows what she was gonna do with that fucking gun?
Right. Now, as a result of that, STC, just so you know, Riverside and a few other people surrounded the car of the cop he was just in a civilian vehicle. I don't know where he was or where he was coming from, but a bunch of people that came out like a posse basically surrounded the car. And the cop was kind of stupid, in my opinion.
I'd have dumped through my windows on every one of them motherfuckers, if not ran them down with my car, dude. If you tried to stop me
and got out, which I think was a dumb decision.
That's dumb as fuck. What the fuck?
He got out of his vehicle, and then Riverside maced him 3 times in the face. But the cop didn't come at him like that. He just basically did it as punitive retribution for what that cop did to the 16-year-old in their eyes, right? So they surrounded the cop and they overwhelmed the car. And in my opinion, what you do in that situation, you hit the fucking gas.
Yeah, right. I'd make a few speed bumps, 100%. And if I couldn't get past it, if they were opening doors and trying to fucking get at me, like if I couldn't get past it, dude, I'd be dumping in out the car, dude. They would get shot for sure.
Yeah, because I'm in fear for my life at that point.
Oh, damn right, man. That's what I'm trying to do. Of course, we already saw him trying to grab one of the officers' guns.
Right. I'm trying to get out. No, this was on a separate day, I'd imagine. I think this happened on a separate day.
That was like they just went after his ass?
Right.
Afterwards?
They went after his ass. Yeah, afterwards. And they surrounded his vehicle. And, remember the protest where they were jumping on vehicles and all kinds of shit. So it was similar to that, but not exactly as bad. But there was a group of, I would say maybe 20 people surrounding his vehicle. And the cop was stupid and got out. I don't know why he got out of the vehicle.
They attacked him.
But they did attack him. He should have just hit the damn gas, in my opinion.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. They attacked him. It doesn't matter.
No, I agree with that. No. I'm not saying that he was. I'm not saying he wasn't within his right. I'm saying that
he put himself in way more danger, and he also put. Go ahead.
I'm saying he just added more danger to himself.
Yeah, I think he put himself and them in more danger by getting out of the car because
he should just hit the gas.
He could have. They didn't either move.
They attacked him relentlessly.
Of course,
continually attacked him, pushing him back, hitting him, and let him go back to his vehicle and go away. But they wouldn't do that. They kept attacking him and pushing him away from his vehicle.
No, I agree with that. I think that once he got out, they should have left him alone. Of course, they should have.
They're totally wrong.
But he should have not gotten out for safety reasons.
I don't think
posing a threat.
I don't think protesters should be allowed to block the roads.
He never approached.
I don't know how popular that is, but I don't think they should. What do you? Is that not something? I don't think that protesters should be allowed to block the roads. Period.
No, I don't believe that either. Yeah, because you're impeding on somebody else's right to travel.
And that's what I'm saying. Get the fuck out of the road.
Absolutely.
Yeah. If
Not
you're in
not
the
even
road,
close.
Don't get in my
To be
you're in the
way.
road and you're threatening me in my vehicle, I'm not getting out of my vehicle. I'm hitting the gas, and if you're in my fucking way, that's your problem.
You've seen so many fucking protests go nuts because they're in the
If you open
road
my
and,
door, gas will
they move from the fucking area that they are, and they take over more of the roads, and they take more of the fucking city, and they lock down more fucking free travel. You got people trying to live their lives as well, go home to their fucking families, go to their jobs, you know. But you want to block all fucking travel, you know, okay. I don't think it should be even one fucking road. But if police are gonna block an area for parades and shit, maybe that those people wanting to protest can rent
put
the
the
road
tape
like
up.
they do. To rent the road though, they better pay for that shit. Then, other than that, man, because that's paying the city. Because you're fucking you're preventing city workers even from doing their fucking jobs if you're locking down where you're preventing people from doing their shit. You're taking money away from the city. You're taking and it gets into riots. They start fucking burning buildings down. Anybody else wants to protest against their protest, their freedom of speech turns into hate speech. And all of a sudden, because they're out there protesting in mass numbers and one person disagrees with it, they get to jump on that person and beat the fuck out of them. You know, it's like how many more rights do the other side have to give up so that they can have their rights? I thought that rights end when another's is being approached upon. Isn't that how it goes?
Right. And not only that, but if my wife is about to have a baby, right, and I'm driving her to the hospital and I can't get through to the fucking hospital because these assholes are butthurt and they're in the middle of the street and I can't get through.
There's going to be that many more people needing a hospital visit, and the ones that are in my way.
I mean, you got to consider that you're blocking ambulances, you're blocking emergency services. No bueno.
Boy, Vegas tips, you can shut the fuck up.
I comment on a video where idiots are laying down in an intersection and tell them that they have the IQ of a freaking speed bump, and they call me racist.
No, I don't believe that's racist. I think that's called common sense.
I think that's common sense in my opinion too.
No, it's
I don't give a fuck who's protesting. I don't care. I mean, I didn't.
It's not a black or white thing.
Yeah, I didn't know. I actually, you just said that. I had. Is that even a thing? I didn't. Is that a thing on this and what we're talking about right
now? I don't believe it is. I could be wrong. Well, the female was a black girl, but I don't see that as a black or white thing. You're reaching for. I don't care if you were fucking a Smurf. If you were Smurfette, if you're reaching for my gun, you're getting body slammed, bitch.
You know, no joke. In my mind, I saw some white Karen bitch grabbing at some officer's gun and gets pile drived, and people were defending her. I mean, that was what I was imagining in my head. I actually did not see. I don't know what the fuck I saw. Oh, what was the one they tased an autistic girl? That's the one.
Oh, is that? Yeah, no, that wasn't that though.
Or an autistic kid. That was what I saw. A kid on the ground.
Cops do assault people all the time unlawfully and wrongfully and hurt people.
They did to me. I've seen them do it to many auditors, dude. Fuck them.
The cops do that kind of thing all the time. But when you're wrong, and you got to call it when you see it. And it's not a smart move. It doesn't matter if they're a cop or not. You don't reach for somebody's fucking firearm when it's on them. You're gonna get what you get.
You are lucky you didn't. Yes, play stupid games, you win stupid prizes.
Stupid prizes. Period.
You are so dumb. She's lucky. She's lucky the partner was able to see that, because if she reached for the gun, that cop might have been fast enough to turn around, draw his gun, and put it fucking two in her chest.
At the end of the day, I want to go home. I'm not gonna stand there and let you take my gun away, and I'm not gonna watch my partner get shot.
Nope.
Because I just don't want to slam a 16-year-old girl to the ground. No, I'm going to take that girl and I'm going to incapacitate her so she can't hurt anybody.
Mm-hmm.
When I had a gun pulled on me, I flagged down a cop, and I'm filming with my right hand. I have my camera in my right hand. My pistol was on my right hip. flag down the cop, and he tells me, "Take your hand off your pistol."
Right. Yeah. I mean, to
It
me, that
never
cop was a
on
hero.
my pistol. My camera was in my right hand. That cop was an idiot.
Right. No,
Telling me
each
to take my
circumstance is
hand
different.
off my pistol, and then my hand was holding a camera.
Right. Each circumstance is different.
The call was that I had a gun pulled on me, and he's
Right.
an asshole because I never was touching my gun. If he can't use his eyes right, that's not my fucking problem.
Well, you remember that blind man where they took it? They thought he had his cane in his back pocket, and they arrested him because he wouldn't show his ID?
Blind Man Audis or whatever, wasn't it, dude? He's awesome, man. Isn't that who it was, dude?
No. There was
okay. He had the cane. It was okay. All right. Which he was awesome, but there was another guy. You're right, dude. He had in his back pocket. He was like trying to cross the street, or he's on the sidewalk, dude. And that shit. That I was so angry. That was when I was in the auditing shit, dude. I wanted to go so badly there, man. All those fucking cops, dude, doing that shit to him. That was so fucked up.
There are things like that are wrong, but look.
Hey, it would have been hard for me not to go fucking, when they go hands on some of us, dude, it's real hard. Right. It would be hard for me not to go hands back onto the cop, dude, like for real, man.
I don't know how anybody in their right mind can look at that situation, see somebody grabbing for somebody's weapon, and go, "Oh no, that cop shouldn't have grabbed that girl and done that to her." Are you fucking kidding me? So what if that was you or your family? Let's just say that was your husband or that was your wife, and that cop was your wife or your husband, and somebody is grabbing for their gun. You mean to tell me that you wouldn't want somebody to grab that person away from them?
No.
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
No, you ain't gonna fucking nah. I expect my husband to die that day, or my wife. They get to die that day because guess what? She's 16.
Are you kidding me? No.
She's gonna be 6 feet underground is where she's gonna be.
That's ridiculous. You can't expect somebody just to say, "Oh no, we don't want to hurt the little butterfly." She was just reaching, fluttering her little butterfly hands towards my belt. What if she pulled that gun, okay, and she wanted to shoot somebody, but she hit a kid that was just standing on the side of the road?
Oh yeah, where's her training? Where's her training at?
Where she's just going to spray around and she's going to hit a bunch of innocent bystanders. So do you think that person doesn't deserve to get slammed on the ground? You're on crack.
I think she should get slammed on the ground, dude, real hard.
Well, it doesn't matter if she was reaching for anything. If you're reaching even in the general direction of my gun, I'm slamming your ass. I don't care. She might have been reaching for my flashlight. I don't give a fuck.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's on my belt, dude. Yeah, that you don't reach at a cop's fucking waistline on there where they're keeping their tactical gear.
I'm not gonna wait and see if she's grabbing my gun.
Especially from behind. Like you're coming from behind to snatch something off his belt.
It was forward. It was right directly in front of him. But it doesn't matter.
Oh, he came behind and slammed her. I got it.
Yeah. It doesn't matter though. If you're reaching for something on my belt, I'm not going to wait to guess to see what you're reaching for.
I'm surprised. Why didn't the cop in front? Why didn't the cop in front do something? Why didn't the cop?
He was the one she was reaching for. He was trying to prevent her, but she was already on him. I don't know how, because the camera's not great. The footage isn't great. So it's kind of like I always said, it was.
I'd have rocked that bitch in her fucking mouth, dude.
But I'm sorry, but you're reaching for my gun. I am not gonna wait.
My partner wouldn't have had time to fucking. I don't know what happened.
You know what happens to people that wait in those situations? Oh,
they die.
What happens? Yeah,
they fucking die. They die.
That's what happens.
Yeah.
You don't wait. Oh, we're gonna wait and see what happens. No, you don't wait.
Maybe she was on. Maybe she was doing. Maybe not. Nah.
How do you wait? How do you wait to see if somebody's going to shoot you? Really? No, you're not waiting. I'm not waiting.
I wouldn't. Nope. I wouldn't wait.
No. No, you're gonna wait and
I'd
find
saw
out.
that.
Aaron, let me tell you what happens when you wait. I will tell you what happens, and I know from experience. Okay,
Just twice.
when I came out of my fucking garage, and there was 20 people in my yard with sticks, bats, crowbars, all about to break into my fucking home where I had my less than a year old daughter sleeping. Okay, I had my mother comes running out in dead center of this group of people, and then a friend comes out trying to protect her. And instead of shooting these motherfuckers that were surrounding them, I put a shot in the air and I warned them. I told
Right.
them to back the fuck off. And in that process, this dude circles my friend
Of
and he
course.
hits him in the fucking head with a crowbar, split his head open, damn near killed him.
Right.
So of course, yeah, I reloaded because it was a single shot crack barrel.
Right.
I fucking reloaded. I put that dude down. I fucking shot his ass, dude. I shot that bitch ass punk. I'm
No
telling you this,
warning
dude. What
shots.
happens when you what exactly? This is a stand your ground state,
No
dude. That's why
warning
next time I ain't gonna be putting no warning shot. The warning is that I came out with a gun in my hand in the first place. Y'all should have got the fuck out of there.
I agree with you, veteran. A 30-round warning
Never.
shot. That's what.
Never.
Well, in his mind at the time, that was what he did. I mean,
Yeah, I was
You
17.
shoot-
I was
you
17
shoot
years old.
For one freaking reason. You're either
Right,
gonna
but-
I understand, but you shoot for one reason. For practice.
Yeah, he knows that now.
For
He knows that
destruction.
now. Yeah, he knows that now. I
And-
mean, it's
and-
not like he doesn't know
Oh,
that now.
man.
That's why I say that I don't want to be put in that situation again,
Right,
because
right.
through experience, it cost me a lot of
I
money,
don't
some
want to
freedom,
ever have to
and it
do
cost
that.
me a lot of it cost me my friend, actually, the court shit, dude. There was a lot of fucking shit that happened. He wouldn't have got hit in the head if I didn't. He had surgeries, reconstructive surgeries he had to get,
Yeah.
do all that, man, because I was 17 and I didn't want to shoot anybody. I just wanted them to leave. I thought these St. Charles pussies would fucking take off, man. I'm from a different town, dude. You know, I grew up
Right.
in Las Vegas, and then when I came out here, I grew up in St. Louis, where real gangsters live. These punks out here, dude, they try and bump fucking thug rap and say we're from St. Louis because nobody knows where St. Charles is from. So it's like, or where they're at.
Yo, man, we represent the arch, man.
You know, yeah, that's it. It's like you guys are fucking in the suburbs. Shut the fuck up.
Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. I'm loving
But
it, bitch.
I'll tell you this, man. Entitled assholes, entitlement, dude, that will mimic bravery. All right.
Right.
But it's true stupidity is what it is, and it'll get you fucking shot. That's what'll happen.
Yeah, no.
Or
look,
stabbed.
look,
Sting!
man. Yep, you sting them. You sting them.
Sting!
Actually, I think STC. Here's what you need to carry with you
Yeah,
next time
I'll
you
be
go out. You
buying
need to set
a vest soon.
go out there with a blowgun, a blowguard dart gun. That's what you
Hell
need.
yeah.
You need to go and then
Oh yeah.
Is that what
yep.
Or something.
Hell no, that's funny as fuck, dude.
The
That's
poison
not new.
dart frogs. The
I'll
poison dart
ask-
frogs.
I'll ask Julius to
There's-
make the darts for me, like a traditional, like Indian dart or
Yep.
Native
Go out
Americans.
there- go out
Excuse
there in
me.
your loincloth and your fucking dart gun and just like, follow me. I know the way. Come here. Follow me. I know the way.
Oh my god, dude! That's
Taser King.
That is hilarious.
And you speak
Taser-
Swahili. I
I've
already taught you
seen
that before, right?
I've seen
Yeah,
sword
yeah.
canes and then I've seen umbrellas that
Swahili.
you could beat the hell out of people with.
No, you say Wachana na mimi. Wachana na mimi.
Wachana la mini.
Yeah, Wachana na mimi means go
Yeah.
away, leave me alone.
Wachana la mimi. It's funny that he knows that term. It was told to him a lot out there.
Wachana na mimi.
He kept on
Cattle
trying to
prod?
fucking. That was when he was in there. He was
I
trying to live in their
actually hit
vents.
with the cattle
Yeah.
prod.
They don't have vents. They live in grass huts and
I,
shit.
no, I was hit by a
That's why it
cattle
didn't work.
prod and at a party once, and
Hold on.
I act
You're good.
that was a bad
Wachana
time.
na mimi.
What the
I
hell?
Follow me.
guys?
I know the way.
Oh, now you're talking.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Wachana na
my
mimi.
friend- my
Wachana
friend,
na mimi.
What, Gregory? What, Gregory?
why don't you end this? I'm tired. I don't know
Okay,
what I
Greg.
was
All right, man.
Shut up.
Gregory,
Well, I was gonna say
Lee,
real quick, my friend Danny that died, he got tased in the balls.
Oh, no,
Because now
no.
he was a true like fat Italian dude, looks like Wario. And she was calling him a terrorist, dude, in this house party. She
Oh,
was saying
no.
that he was a terrorist. And she went up and fucking tased him in the balls, dude, which started a fucking house fight, like between our group and their group, dude.
Oh.
And he retreats upstairs as we all leave. All of a sudden I'm out there, I'm like, where the fuck is Danny at? And we had this dude CJ, this like fucking 6'7" black dude, huge, massive man. And I was like, CJ, get Danny. And he goes running in, kicks that fucking door open. He's like, Danny! And he pops his head up from upstairs. He's like, yeah. He's like, get the fuck down.
Oh, no.
He's like, yeah, like, where you at? You just up there chilling, dude, while we're all fighting down here? What the fuck's going on, man? You know, so he comes running downstairs and we got him out, man. Cops are fucking everywhere, dude. We left, man. It was pretty.
He should have looked at him and said,
funny.
"Why are you gay?
What? Oh, you gay?
Why are you gay?"
All right, I'm sorry.
That's funny.
No.
All right, I'll take care.
Yeah, thanks, Gregory, for letting me tell that one.
Why are you gay?
Let's take it
Why
easy.
are you gay?
Cash, love you, man. Why are you gay?
Oh my God.
Coming back down.
I actually saw a video recently where somebody was saying, I am gay. I am gay.
Thanks for coming, the press. I'm ending it right now. Oh, I had 2 hours sleep today. I woke last night.
Go to sleep. Love you, Gregory.
Love you
Have
too.
a great night. And
Yeah, you too.
hey, everybody. I'm out of here. Gregory's the greatest.
Thank you, and you too. Thank you for coming on my panel.